Alok Shukla once again in front of you to teach you English moments, class 9. And this topic I am just discussing you. House is not a home. House is not a home. It's very important topic. It means any building can be house. Any building can be house, but not home. What is the differences between a house and home? What is the differences? The main difference is love and care, and the bond of love. When among family member there is a peace, a harmony, love and care in a building, that is known as home. And in building it is not necessary that this should things should be for any others. So in this story we have already read that a young boy's stories whose house has got fire, and how he is yelling very loudly, and his mother is in to grab some important documents because in early age his father has died, and these are some memories which his mother has kept, and she wants to save them, and she entered in the house. And in the next topic we are going to read my mom in Cho. He quickly took her over the truck. The fireman has come to burn down, put down to extinguish the fire in my house. He quickly took her. The fireman took my mother over to the truck and put an oxygen mask on her. My mother looks serious to them, and they carry her to the van and putting an oxygen mask to her. I ran over and hugged her. The author ran and went to her mother and hugged her, and all those times I ever urged with her and hated her vanished at thought of losing her. The writer is very scared from this incident, and he very emotionally hugged her mother, and I ever argued with her and hated her vanished at the thought of losing her. And he is scared that lest he should lose her mother in such incident. She is going to be okay, said fireman. The fireman reconcile him, and to make he consolize that her mother is okay, she just inhaled a little smoke, and then he ran back to fight the fire, while my mother and I sat there dazed, leaving us behind. This is the duty of fireman. He just entered in my house and started fighting to put the fire down, and I and my mother sat there dazing. I remember watching my house burn down and thinking that there was nothing I could do about it. The author is feeling very hopelessly, and he is unable to do anything to save his house. 5 hours later, the fire was finally out. In 5 hours, they found that the fire is completely out. Our house was almost completely burned down. Our house was almost completely burned down, but then it struck me I hadn't seen my cat. After 5 hours, the firefighters can make the fire put down, and then the writer struck an idea in his mind because he was unable to find his cat. Where was my cat? The writer asked, where was my cat? Much to my horror. The writer is saying that he is very terrified. He realized that she was nowhere to be found. He thought that the cat is not here, and he broke down in tears and cried and cried. He broke down. He started weeping and cried very loudly. I was suffering lose big time, and now he is feeling that his loss is very big. At this time, he is realizing the fireman wouldn't let go us back into house that night. The fireman make a stop and convinced us that we should not enter in the house. It was still too dangerous. It may be dangerous, and we are flowing in emotions, dead or alive. I couldn't imagine living without knowing what my cat dead or alive. The writer is saying that he has a quest to know that where was his cat, is his cat was dead or alive. Regardless I had to go. He decided to go. He piled into the car with just the cloth on our backs, and he keep the bags in the car on our back and few of the fireman blankets. The some blankets he put there, provided by the fireman, and made our way to my grandparents' house to spend the night. They went marched to the parents' house to spend the night because they had no hope here. The next day, Monday, I went to school. The writer is saying because he has just left his old school and entered in a new school where all his friends were not present, and the writer is feeling very alienated there, and he wants and he was finding himself unable to adjust there. When the fire broke out, I was just wearing the dress I had on to church that morning. And when the fire broke out in his family, the writer is saying he has still. I was just wearing the dress I had on to church that morning. The cloth which he had on to go to church, he is still wearing that, but I had no shoes. But writer has no shoes. I had kicked them off when I was doing my homework. Writer says that while doing his homework, he put off his shoes. They become yet another casualty of the fire, and the shoes burned were burnt in the fire. So I had to borrow some tennis shoes from my aunt. This is why he borrowed tennis shoes from aunt. Why couldn't I just stay home from school? He said, why couldn't he don't want to stay home from school? My mother wouldn't hear of it, but I was totally embarrassed by everything, and mother does not want that this child should stay at home. The clothes I was wearing looked weird. The writer is saying the cloth which he has wear was very tired, very torn and tired. I have no books or homework. Now the writer has no book, no homework, and his backpack was gone, and every preparation has been gone. I had my life in that backpack, and he is saying that my life was in that backpack. The more I tried to fit in, the worse it got. The writer is trying to adjust him according to new situation, but the result is always in against him. Was I destined to be an outcast and a geek, geek all my life? And he is saying that was I destined to be an outcast? He perhaps destiny doesn't liking him and want to make him out to adjust from any circumstances all his life. That's what it like, and I did not want to grow up. He does not want to grow up, change, or have to handle life if it was going to be this way. This incident depressed a writer very lot, a lot of depression he consumed in himself, and he decided if this way the life is going, I am not going to live alone, and I don't want to live such type of life. I just wanted to curl up and die, and the negative feeling started to arouse within him, and the writer want to die and not want to live. Writer want to die and he do not want to live. I walked around school like a zombie. Do you know what is zombie? A new word. Zombie, a dead person, a dead body, walking like a human in a strange manner, walking like a human being in a strange manner. So writer is considering himself a zombie. Everything felt surreal, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Everything felt surreal. Everything he is feeling not good for him, and he is very uncertain about new happening. All the security I had known from my old school, my friends, my school, and my cat had all been raped away. The writer is very depressed because with those things he feels secure in the company of the things. Those all things has gone away, like old school, his old friends, his house, and his very good cat. All has been ripped away. He has lost all, and in this situation, the writer is feeling very depressed. When I walked through what used to be my house after school that day, the writer is saying, when he walked through what used to be my house to see his old the house which has been burnt after school that day, I was shocked to see how much damage there was. Seeing the damage, the writer was unable to control his innocence and feeling. Whatever hadn't burnt was destroyed by the water and chemicals. The writer is saying that everything was destroyed, and the thing which have not been destroyed was destroyed by water and chemicals they have used to put out the fire. Not only fire but also the water and chemical has also make a great destructions. The only materials things not destroyed were the photo album. What the things which was not destroyed in this incident? The photo album, documents, and some other personal item to my mother had managed to heroically rescue. Which things my mother has rescued to keep her life in danger, those things remain safe. Otherwise, all important thing has been destroyed in this fire and due to water and chemicals used by the firefighters. There was no time to grieve. I had no time to remorse. My mother rushed me out of the house. My mother made me out. We would have to find a place. We are finding a place to live, and I would have to go buy some clothes for school. And now we realized that we should purchase some clothes to attend school. So mother lead me to market to buy some clothes. We had to borrow money from my grandfather because there were no credit cards. We have lost everything. No credit. We have no credit cards, and we went to our grandfather and asked some money to purchase some important thing that was very necessary and essential for us. Cash or even my identification to be able to withdraw money from the bank. cash or even any identification to be able to withdraw money from the bank. They are searching for some cards, some important document that may be helpful to withdraw money from the bank. Everything had gone up in smoke. The writer is saying the smoke has ripped up everything, and we are totally destroyed. That week the rubble that used to be our house was being nearby. I would go to watch them clear away. Dervish, when the writer go there, he find the dervish hoping that my cat was somewhere to find. He went there to find his lovely cat. She was gone, but the cat was not there. He kept thinking about her as that vulnerable little kitten, because they have domesticated the cat from very little age. The little kitten, in the early morning when I put disturb her, in early morning he put disturb her and get out of bed. When he came out the bed, she would tag along after me. When she go out the bed, she always chase the writer, climb up my robe. She tried to climb up and crawl into my pocket and crawl him to fall asleep. I was missing her terribly until he slept. He was finding and wishing or seeking his cats very deeply. That's okay. This second topic, this second video has been come to end, and thank you for watching me, and see you the next. Thank you.